Afternoon here, live from Marine Park, the Big Tree competition, Brooklyn, New York. So we're at Marine Park B, the new wicket B. And we have Yawinder, right arm fast medium, is going to be bowling to Wasif. Goes past umpire, in behind it, looks good. Ball just about mid stump. Wicketkeeper coming up where short leg would have been and picks up, and there's no run. So total right now 8cc 10 for 1. That was a beautiful shot there over deep extra cover for 6 runs from Wasif. Ball half volley, half volley is a half volley, doesn't matter who's bowling it. And the batsman just came down nicely and banged it. Went way in the distance there for 6 runs. Beautiful shot there by the diminutive left-handed batsman. That was a beautiful shot there. So 8cc 16 for 1. Yawinder guilty of over pitching there. I mean, in T20 cricket, you just can't really miss your length. You have to vary your pace, mix up your deliveries. So a nice cool breeze blowing across in Marine Park. And Wasif is preparing to face. There's some adjustments to the field. Yawinder is going to come in from the commentator booth end. 8cc 16 for 1. Beautiful day for cricket in Marine Park here. Another cloud in the sky as Yawinder runs in, goes past umpire and bowls, and that's a good delivery. Beautiful delivery, top of off stump. And Yasif had nothing to do with it, and ball well taken by wicketkeeper, standing back. So this is a 2020 affair, the Big Tree in New York, live at Marine Park. So 8cc versus a game changes. The batsman going to be facing now is Naeem. Neon green pads, upright stance, no helmet. Field wicketkeeper standing back, third man, backward point, extra cover, mid off, offside bias field. And at the onside you have man of the long on boundary, short mid wicket, deep square leg. Comes up batsman off the back foot, Naeem just punches it into covers there, and there's no run. So the bowler is Aman. Right arm fast medium, making some adjustments to the field, putting the man on the long on field, making some adjustments there. This is Aman. Goes past umpire now, bowls this one. Oh, that's a good delivery, well played by Naeem. Just pulling the bottom hand away, and the ball just going down to third man. And in the meantime, the batsman just crossed for a single. The total goes up to 16 for 1. So Aman Singh, he's going to be bowling to Naeem. Goes past umpire and bowls this one. Oh, that's a good delivery. Short of a good length. And he's generating some good pace and good carry and bounce there. Well collected by wicketkeeper standing back. That ball was past top of off stump and bowls this one. Oh, that's a good delivery. Naeem. Short of a good length. That ball follow him a bit. And that's good bowling here by Aman Singh. Good T20 bowling. Good economy. Singh goes up, bowls. Again, it's a good delivery. Short bowler. Seems like he's getting a lot of pace and bounce. Basically, short bowlers really skid the balls through. And that ball wicketkeeper took it almost chest high. So 5th delivery coming up. HCC 20 for 1 versus Game Changers here at Marine Park. New wicket B. Singh comes up, balls. Good delivery, batsman off the back foot. Naeem just opening out the face of the bat, plays it down to backward point, and there's no run. A lot of chatter in the field, a lot of cloud in the skies, about 95 degrees here at Marine Park. So Naeem taps and waits. Singh comes up and short delivery, good delivery, ball making some height, going through wicketkeeper, taking it above chest height, ends the over. Good over there by Aman Singh. The total is HCC 20 for 1. So, yeah, that's good. So 3 overs completed so far. Start of this match, HCC 20 for 1 versus Game Changers. The Big 3 competition here at the Marine Park, Brooklyn, New York. And here we see Wasif out caught behind, playing away from his body. You win the ball top of off stump there, and ball took a fine edge and well collected by wicketkeeper. Throw the ball up in the air. Umpire raised his finger in the affirmative. So ACC losing the second wicket. Wasif walking back to the pavilion dejectedly. Good delivery by Yawinda there. Ball top of off stump. And moving further away, and batsman playing away from the body, took a slight edge, and wicketkeeper standing back. Took a brilliant regulation catch. So the new batsman is going to be Mohammed. So this is the Labor Day Cup, sponsored by the Big 3. And a lovely day in the park. We have about 3 matches going to be taking, it's going to be going on today. We have wicket A, wicket B, and wicket C. So Yawinda, the successful bowler so far, figures 1.1 overs, 7 runs and 2 wickets. And he's running off a longish run, just about the 15-yard circle. The new batsman is walking in. Is going to be Mohammed. And that ball was down the leg side, wide signal by umpire. Yawinda Singh just straying a bit, looks like the in swinger. And well collected by wicketkeeper, skipping across to his left. So the new batsman is Mohammed Dawood. Hard hitting Mohammed Dawood, right-handed batsman. He looks around the field for him, same field as the previous right-handed batsman Naeem. A short third man, a point, a backward point, a cover, mid-off. The onside, shortish mid-on. Yawinda comes up, bows to Dawood. There were slashes outside the off stump. That ball making height, good carry, wicketkeeper taking above head height. And that's one thing with this wicket. It's one of the best batting wickets in Brooklyn. And the ball's always play consistent. You're not going to get ball creeping along the ground. So umpire signal one short delivery for the over here. So HNS CC 21 for two in the T20 Cup here. Yawinda comes up also. They would swings across the line. Real agricultural shot. Ball pitching just about the off stump. And ball didn't carry to wicketkeeper cleanly. Just took it under one bounce. Beautiful day for cricket here in Brooklyn, New York. The Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. And we're witnessing the match HNS Cricket Club versus Game Changers. Yawinder Singh goes past umpire now and bowls this one. And there is flashing outside the off some big airy fairy shot. Good bowling here by Yawinder Singh. That's about 6 inches outside the off stump. And the batsman going for the big hit and missing completely. This is good bowling here by Yawinder Singh, the most successful bowler so far for the day. For Game Changers, 1.3 overs, no maidens, 8 runs, 2 wickets. And he is generating a fair amount of pace here. Number 93 jersey goes past umpire and bowls. So they were flashing and doesn't time it clean. The ball goes out to cover and fielder. Aman Singh fields and there's no run. Slight breeze blowing across, another cloud in the sky. Big crowd building up. Yawinder Singh comes up. Also, they would is that ball comes off the inside push and the bat goes down to a short square leg and there's no run. They would no foot movement whatsoever, just stand and deliver, and there is no run. Good bowling here by Yawinder Singh. Just completed his second over, 2 overs, no maidens, 13 runs. Beg your pardon, 2 overs, no maidens, 8 runs, 2 wickets, economy of 4.0. And so this is the Labor Day Cup in Brooklyn, New York, sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. Beautiful day for cricket here. It's about 95 degrees, but not a cloud in the skies really, and nice breeze just blowing across from left to right here in the Marine Park. In the Marine Park area, you have the big open spaces here up at Avenue, between Avenue S and Avenue T. So there's going to be a new bowler is going to be introduced into the attack. It's a Game Changer versus HNS Cricket Club here at Marine Park, the new B pitch. And it's going to be Naeem Sajjad. He's on 12 from 11 balls, strike rated by 109. Lovely day for cricket here in Brooklyn. In the background we see some youngsters playing a soccer match. Tossed up and Naeem doesn't time it, just pushes it down to mid off the fielder. Sporting number 91 shirt fields and there's no run. Preet, right arm from around the wicket bowls and tossed up, and Naeem just drives it down to the man and long on boundary comes up. That's Aman Singh. Picks up, underarms it back to the bowler. One more run to the total. Total goes up to 22 for 2. HNS Cricket Club versus Game Changers here. Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree. The batsman in strike is Mohammed Dawood. He likes to hit a big ball. Some adjustments here by Preet. Predominant offside field, tossed up, and they will just pull across the line straight to the man with the wicket there. So Dawood seems like he's just trying to hit boundaries. He's not trying to rotate the strike or just give himself a chance. Off spin from around the wicket. Nice action, toss up. They would just off the back foot, just plays it down to point, and this is good bowling here by Preacher. Dot deliveries.
Across,
I mean, in T20 cricket, that's what you want to do. Give himself a chance. Pressure. So when you build pressure, sooner or later, you'd induce a false error from the batsman. Shah comes up around the wicket, good delivery, and Dawood hits it. High, hard, handsome. It's out of the ground for 6 runs. Fantastic strike there by Dawood. Tossed up, he went on the back foot this time and just banged it nicely over the long on boundary for 6 runs there. So the total goes up to 28 for 2. So Preet Shah, last delivery coming up, would want to bowl a dot delivery. So far, 7 runs from the over. Not bad in terms of T20 cricket. Good economy. Preet Shah around the wicket, bowls to they would pose and misses. Ball hitting the top portion of the pad and ends the over. Latest score here at Marine Park. HNS Cricket Club 28 for 2 from 5 overs. This is the Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree Sports here at Marine Park, because there's a mid-wicket conference as the umpires change the run. They're playing from one side, and the reason for that is so at least they can get through the overs, because there's 3 games scheduled here for this pitch today. So the latest score here, HNS Cricket Club 28 for 2 from 5 overs. Back to Master Control. So the latest score here, so Shashil Kumar. So far 3 deliveries. It's left arm, slow left arm orthodox. Total goes up to 32 for 2. Naeem Shazad is on 17. Comes up, bowls Kumar. Plays that late down to the man at short third man, and there's no run there. So Shashil Kumar so far has bowled 4 deliveries for 4 runs. HNS Cricket Club 32 for 2. Bowls short, and Shazad just pulls it down to the man on the square leg boundary, comes off, throws in. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. Total goes up to 33 for 2. Shashil Kumar, slow left arm. Shazad is on 17. Dawood faces, comes up, hits it hard, high, and handsome. That ball is going out of the park for 6 runs. 6 runs there by Dawood over cow corner. Shashil tossing up, and Dawood obliging and giving the long handle there, and that ball went high, hard, and handsome for 6 runs over cow corner by Dawood. He goes up to 12. Naeem is on 18. Total 39 for 2. And we're in the 6th over here at the 2020 match. HNS Cricket Club versus Game Changers. This is a 2020 affair. This is the Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. So 6 overs completed so far. HNS Cricket Club 39 for 2. This is your commentator Marco Dane here, bring to you live commentary. And we're back with Preet Shah. He's going to be bowling his off spin from around the wicket, and he's going to bowl it to Naeem Shahzad. Beautiful day for cricket at Marine Park here. Preet comes up, toss up. Oh, that was a full toss, but again it was outside the off stump, and the batsman thugging across the line there. Shahzad, and in the meantime the batsman crossed for 1 run. Goes up to 40 for 2 here in the 6.1 overs here. So Preet Shah, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to cramp the batsman for room. He's bowling at an angle from around the wicket. And he's bowling outside the off stump. Comes up, tossed up, and there was swings across. Well bowled by Preet. Good flight, good bounce. Well taken by wicketkeeper standing up. So in T20 cricket, all you need to do is vary your pace, keep the batsman guessing. Preet Shah, good young cricketer here from New Jersey. Goes past umpire, tossed up, and they would wide signal at the umpire just outside the lines that indicates where it's wide. Lovely day for cricket here. HNS 41 for 2. Preet comes up, toss up, and Darewood is pulling it. A good looking shot there. That's 4 runs. More like a sweep shot. Badly lined delivery by Preet. And batsman there just sweeping nicely, and that ball went across the square leg boundary for 4 runs. So HNS Cricket Club 42 for 2. We're in 6.2 overs here. T20 cricket. Lovely cricket here at Marine Park. Nice crowd building up. Nice breeze blowing across as well. And Preet Shah from around the wicket now. Goes past umpire and bowls to Darewood. Darewood is back cutting. There's lovely shot there. Goes down to the man sweeping at point. Picks up, throws in, and the batsman just walks a single. So score is 46 for 2 here. T20 cricket, live action at Marine Park, Brooklyn, New York. The Big Tree T20 Cup. Toss up bowls to Naeem, and he plays it. Doesn't get to the man at the boundary, just hitting the inner part of the bat. He looks at his bat now. Going for the big hit there, and 1 run to Naeem. He goes up to 19. Darewood is on 17. Projected score here. Current rate is 7.1. Projected score 142 from 20 overs. Shah comes up, bowls to Darewood just slaps it, and the ball comes down to the man on the long off boundary. Picks up, underarms it. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. So 48 for 2. HNS Cricket Club. T20 affair here. Ends the over. So Preet Shah completing another over. Figures 2 overs for so Preet Shah 2 overs for 16 runs. Aman Singh 2 overs 13 runs. Yawinder Singh 2 overs, no maidens 8 runs, 2 wickets. And Shashil Kumar 1 over for 11 runs. So far 48 for 2. Beautiful day for cricket here. Temperature is about 95 degrees, but there's a cool constant breeze blowing across that's cooling the players down. And we're back with Shashil Kumar, slow left arm, and he's going to be bowling to Mohammed Darewood. As I say, Mohammed Darewood hits a long ball. Up he comes, tossed up, and they would bangs it down to long on. Aman Singh comes off the boundary and fields. Brings Naeem Shazad into strike. Kumar comes up short and he just pulls it, just rolls his wrist. The ball goes down to the man of the square leg boundary, comes up and fields, throws that one bounce to Aman Singh. So far, pulls it, just rolls his wrist. Rekanami this over by Sushil Kumar. Left arm orthodox. Comes up, bowls. And they would hit it off the back foot. And it seems that ball goes into the boundary for 4 runs. It was tossed up and this time off the back foot and just powering it over between cover and long off boundary for 4 runs. So Mohamed Dawood is on 23 from 15 deliveries, 2 fours, 2 sixes so far. Strike rates of 153.33. Kumar comes up short and they were just pulling it, and that ball looks like it's going to be going down to the boundary, backward square leg boundary for 4 runs. So they would 2 sixes so far. No nonsense mode so far now. It goes up to 27. Total goes up to 3-3. 4 for 2 and 7.3 over here. Comes up short and they were just pulling it. They were on 27. And Naeem Shazad is on 21. HNS Cricket Club 58 for 2 versus Game Changers. Game Changer trying to change the game here. So far, Shashil Kumar coming in for some stick this over. Seems like Dawood is targeting him, the left arm spinner. Stocky build, Dawood. Comes up also Dawood, and Dawood is hitting it hard into his pads. Going for the big hit there, as I say. Dawood just look like one of those batsmen who not interested in rotating the striker, getting singles or doubles. Beautiful day for cricket. You could never have asked for a better weather conditions here. Comes up post to Dawood. Dawood hits it in the air off the top portion of the bat. Quicker delivery there by Kumar and getting his man, the man at third man, taking the catch. And HNS losing another wicket. 58 for 3 here. Good thinking, good comeback by Shashil Kumar there. Bowling a quicker delivery short, and Dawood trying to go to cow corner. Ball taking the top portion of the bat. Slice down to third man. And a third man, and the fielder taking the catch. And HNS losing another wicket. Good composure there as Dawood walks back to the mark for 27. HNS Cricket Club 58 for 3 as we go back to the studio for a commercial break. And a third man back to the mark for 27. HNS Cricket Club 58 for 3 as we go back to the studio for a commercial break. Back to the mark for 27. HNS Cricket Club 58 for 3 as we go back to the studio for a commercial break. So we're back to 7 cricket here at Marine Park. HNS Cricket Club walked in 58 for 3. So Naeem as we go back to the studio for 21. Just waiting for the scoreboard to update. To Shazad. Naeem Shazad's on 21. And he's going to be face the batsman cross. Good delivery. New bowler into the attack. It's bowling between the umpire and the 21. Left arm. Good delivery. Up he comes. And the ball wrapped him in the pad. Just going down the leg stump, and there's no run. It's bowling between the umpire and the 21. Left arm. Good delivery. So, new bowler, ball left arm between the umpire and the stump. And Naeem is pulling it. That ball goes down to deep mid-wicket boundary. The fielder comes up, doesn't stops it cleanly, just fumbles a bit. In the meantime, the batsman just crossed for 1 run. So 58. Scoreboard is taking a bit longer to update there, so it's going to be Ali. He's going to be facing his first delivery. Up he comes, post to Ali, and Ali is back, pushing it nicely down to backward point, and there's no run. Naeem is in 32. Ali, the new batsman, just faced 1 delivery from Bravek. Slow left arm between the ump and the stumps. That was short and kind of it choked him there, but the ball just went over the fielder. No chance of being out caught, and the batsman in the meantime just crossed for 1 run. So Ali gets off the mark, brings Naeem into strike. So Naeem is on 22 from 25 deliveries. He needs to get on with it now. It's been there a long time. Bravak comes up, bowls, and he just slams it. Ball comes down to Aman Singh and the long on boundary, and batsman cross for 1 run. So 61 for 3 HNS Cricket Club. Ends a good over there from Bruvik. 3 runs off that over. So we're coming to you live from Marine Park, Brooklyn. This is the Labor Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. And we have some lovely cricket here. We have at least, we have 3 grounds, wicket A, B, and C. And each ground is hosting 3 matches today. So 9 matches here at Marine Park. So new bowler is going to come into the attack. Is going to be Jazz Singh. Tossed up, and Shazad just drives it down to long on. The fielder comes off the boundary, and in the meantime the batsman crossed for 1 run. Just really thugging it. No footwork whatsoever. To Jazz Singh. Right arm off spin. Comes up also Ali, and Ali hits it high. That ball doesn't carry. It's going to be dropping in no man's land, and the main times the batsman just crossed for 1 run. The ball dropped between mid-wicket and where short mid-on would have been, and 2 fielders was converging but couldn't get to it to take the catch. So total goes up to 63 for 3 here. HNS Cricket Club versus Game Changers here at Marine Park. New wicket B. Jazz comes up, tossed up, and Shazad just swinging across the line there. Ball goes down to Aman. Well stopped by Aman, just putting his body in the way and knocks it down. Good work there by the fielder. I mean, as a bowler, that's what you want to see there. The fielder putting his body in the line and saving 3 runs there. Good cricket here so far by the Game Changers fielders. Jazz comes up, bowls to Ali. Ali goes back dangerously. The ball come off the outer portion of the bat. In the meantime, the batsman just crossed for 1 run. That ball was well pitched up, and he was back. He should have been forward, but the ball took the outer portion of the bat and went down to point, and the batsman just scampered for 1 run. So Naeem Shazad is on 25 from 28 deliveries. Comes up, bowls, and wide signal by the umpire. The ball pitched just about leg stump and turning with the off spin, and the batsman missing completely, and wide signal by the umpire. 65 for 3 here. We in the 9.4 overs. HNS would need to really step on the gas now, step up the scoring rate. As we see Jazz Singh from the commentator booth end, his fifth delivery is over, comes up, tossed up, and the batsman just driving, putting his left foot for the pitch of the ball delivery and drives it out nicely to the sweeper on the cover boundary. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. So Naeem Shahzad goes up to 26. The total goes up to 66 for 3. We're in the 9.5 overs here. T20 affair. Jazz Singh, nice loop, and he goes for a big almighty swing here. He just times it, but it goes down to the fielder and the mid-on boundary. Aman Singh. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. Total 67 for 3 from 10 overs. HNS. This is live commentary coming to you from Marine Park, Brooklyn, New York. This is the Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. Commentator here is Marco Dane doing live coverage here. You have a nice crowd building up. So HNS, the batsman, Shahzad is a set batsman. He would really need to up his strike rate now. He's batting for quite a while. He's 26 from 29 deliveries. So far has hit 4 boundaries, strike rate of 89.66. He should be striking at least 125. And Ali Lotra is going to be facing. Singh comes up, left arm spin. Oh, and that's a bad miss by wicketkeeper there. That was tossed up, and seems like that ball is going to be going into the boundary there for 4 byes. So that was some untidy work there by wicketkeeper. That ball was tossed up by Bravik Patel, and the wicketkeeper missing it. As I said, the outfield is very fast at Marine Park here for the summer. All the ball has to do is just beat the inner field, the 30-yard circle, and it would race away to the boundary. As a batsman, you don't really have to even try and hit the ball too hard. You just got to place it in the gaps, and you get you get a lot of value for your shots here. Beautiful day for cricket here. HNS Cricket Club in the 11th over bowling, left arm spinner Bravik Patel between the umpire and the stump, classical Bishant Bedi style, and the batsman is thugging it off the inner portion of the bat, and the ball goes down the field. It just comes off the square leg boundary, throws in the meantime the batsman cross for 2 runs. So Ali goes up to 4, total 72 for 3, 74 for 3. Scoreboard is just a bit slow. Singh comes up, and that's a good delivery. A misfield by the bowler, and the batsman didn't capitalize on it. He was just looking at his bat, admiring his stroke. So Ali Lotra, he's on 6. Naeem Shahzad is 26, total 74 for 3. And Bravik Patel, classical slow left arm spinner between the umpire and the stump, toss up, and he hits it straight over the bowler, doesn't times it, and the fielder comes off the long off boundary. And in the meantime, the batsman cross for bowling run. Hits it straight over the bowler, doesn't times it by both left arm and the fielder spinners. Bravik Patel 1.3 overs so far for 6 runs between the umpire and the stump, walks and then goes into a little run. A ball hits him at the pad, appeared for a leg before, and the umpire said, "You're out, son." But to me, that ball was just heading down the leg stump a little bit there. Patel 1.3 overs so but the umpire, he's in the 6 runs right view between the umpire and the stump, walks and then on his way goes into a little run. A ball hits him at the pad, appeared for a leg before, and the umpire said, "Bowl Bravik Patel." Bravik Patel 1.3 overs so far, total 6 runs, 75 for between the umpire and the stump, walks and then goes into the run. A ball show, it was a bit down the leg stump, and the umpire hard luck there to Shahzad. That's why I say sometimes umpires has to deliberate a bit, and the wicketkeeper was heading down the leg stump. Could you show me the replay there, that LBW? Bravik Patel 1.3 overs so far for 6 runs between the umpire and the stump, walks and then goes into a little run. The ball hits him at the pad, appealed for a leg before, and the umpire say you're out. So the replay, hard luck there to Naeem Shazad. Not judge LBW, but that ball was certainly missing the leg stump from a vantage point. But the umpire, he only have just the instant moment to make his decision. So sometimes even international umpires get it wrong, but it's part of the game. The new batsman walks in now. Okay, Mohammed Salman walks in with his white broad brim sun hat, navy blue pads, taps his batting weight. Is Patel, left arm spinner, comes up, that's a quick delivery, cuts it dangerously, beats the man, and that's 4 runs. A bit uppishly risky, but rim sun hat, wide of the fielder pads, a wide up his batting weight, backward point, and it is ball. Patel runs left arm spinner, comes up, that's a quick delivery, cuts it dangerously, beats the man, and that's 4 runs. Mark. First delivery. 4 runs. The total goes up to 79 for 4 here. Ali's on 7. Mohammed just off the mark with 4. This is a T20 fair. This is the Labor Day Cup, brought to you by the Big Tree Sports. We're live here at Marine Park, Brooklyn, New York. And we're looking at slow left arm spin. Bruvik Patel just completing this over. As I say, the scoreboard just a little bit slow, so you got to bear with us. So Bruvik Patel just completed 2 overs. The new bowler is going to be Jazz Singh. Total 79 for 4 here. As I say, the scoreboard is just a little bit slow updating. Jazz comes up. And that's an airy-fairy shot there by Ali. Well collected by wicketkeeper standing up. So the field for Ali is a wideish third man, a backward point, a man sweeping at the cover boundary, a short extra cover, a man on long off boundary. Comes up, balls, he hits it high into the air. The fielder looks like he's going to get under it, and he takes the catch, well taken by Preacher. That was a tossed up delivery, and he went for the big hit there. So the field for Ali is a wideish third man, a backward point, a man had another elevation, a short extra cover, man on long off boundary. Comes up, balls, he hits it high into the air. The fielder looks like he's going to get under it, and he takes the catch, well taken by Preacher. So 79 for 5, I beg your pardon there. As I say, the scoreboard is not updating quickly enough. So Jazz striking, tossing up, and Ali going for the big hit, the ball coming off the closer part to the handle of the bat, and Preacher coming off the corner boundary there and taking a beautiful shot, so beautiful catch. So 79 for 5, HNS Cricket Club. As I say, this is a 2020 affair versus Game Changers here at the Marine Park New Wicket B. This is the Labor Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. So the new batsman coming in is going to be Wahid. So nice crowd building up here. Total is 79 for 5 from 11.2 overs here. HNS Cricket Club. Projected score 139. The current run rate is 7.0. Current partnership is 0. The last batsman to go was Ali. Caught on the boundary by Preacher. Comes up, tossed up, and he's driving, just tugging it down to long on, and there's no run there. So Salman is on 4. Jazz comes up also Salman. Salman pulls it, and that's 4 runs. Bad delivery, bad line, and that's on the leg stump, off spinner, bowling, standing up. A hit me ball basically, and so the batsman Salman pulling it around nicely. And that Jazz comes up down. Salman pulls it, and that's 4 runs. The bad delivery, bad line, and minute pass it on the leg stump, 4 off spinner bowling. So Jazz is coming in for a little treatment there. And HNS batsman would need to get on with it. We are in 11.4 overs. This is a 2020 fair. All right, the projected score now is 142. And at this ground, you need at least 175 to be safe. This is a good batting ground. Pitch is playing beautifully this year. Jazz comes up. And that ball too close to cut, well collected by wicketkeeper standing up. Salman is on strike. Jazz comes up. Ball outside the off stump. Looks like a ball change-up delivery. Look like a leg spinner there. Pitching outside the off stump and going forward away. And wicketkeeper collecting nicely. Up he comes to Mohammed Salman. And Salman goes back and just running it down to backward point. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. Ends over. So the latest score here, HNS Cricket Club 85-5 at Marine Park. This is the Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. So for game changes there, Aman Singh 2 overs for 13 runs. Yawinder Singh 2 overs for 8 runs. Preet 2 overs for 16 runs. Shashil Kumar 2 overs for 21 runs. Bravik Patel 2 overs for 10 runs. And Jazz Singh 2 overs for 13 runs. Lovely day for cricket here. We're looking at the Manhattans there. As I said, the current batsmen would need to get on, Mohammed Salman and Waheed. We are now in the 13th over, 7 overs to go, so they need to get on with it. So left arm spin between the umpire and the stump, and the batsman just thug across the line there. And most of these batsmen is just standing and just trying to slug across, no foot movement whatsoever. So that's why they have difficulty of rotating the strike and picking up the big hits. And he's bowled down. Good delivery, very good delivery by Bravik Patel there. Ball the leg stump. Salman going for a big heave-ho, missing completely, the leg stump, not back. So and that's why they have difficulty here by Bravik Patel rotating the strike and picking up the big hits. Tossed up and he's bowled down. No good delivery whatsoever. Just very good delivery by Bravik Patel for the skies, missing completely. And Mohammed Salman walks back dejectedly to pavilion. Score is 85 for 6 here. HNS Cricket Club versus Game Changers. Game Changers changing up the game a bit here. The bowlers now have the game under control, and the new batsman is walking out with his yellow pads. 85 for 6. HNS Cricket Club here at Marine Park. Wicket B, as I say, we are coming to you live from Marine Park. This is the Labor Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree Sports, putting on a lovely event here, the Labor Day weekend in New York, Brooklyn, New York. New batsman walks to the creases, Ali Zah. The non-striker is Waheed. So, Game Changer has this game under control, as I say. Once they continue to take wickets, they basically put in a stop to the scoring rate here. Comes up, bowls, tossed up, and his eyes off the back foot, punches it into the covers, and there's no run there for Bravik Patel. So left arm, and he's coming left arm orthodox between the umpire and the stump, something like Ravi Shastri used to do back in the day. Tossed up, and the batsman's eye just running it down to third man. The fielder fumbles there. In the meantime, the cross for 1 run. So he gets off the mark, brings Waheed. Black pads, white sun hat. 86 for 6, Bravik Patel bowling a very good spell here between the umpire and the stump, tossed up, and that ball taking the outer portion of the bat. Good revolutions there in the ball, and the ball goes down to third man. The fielder comes up field, throws into the wicketkeeper, and there's no run. Nice cool breeze blowing across. Now we see some cloud building up in the far end there. White clouds, no threat of rain really. Bhavrak Patel comes up between the umpire and the stumps, tossed up, and Waheed is driving. Lovely shot, 4 runs. Beautiful shot there. Into the covers, tossed up, standing and foot to the delivery there. Far end, left arm spinner, and hitting it between the gap. Of rain really. And Bhavrak Patel comes up between the umpire and the stumps to the lid. Tossed up here, and Waheed is driving. Lovely shot, 4 runs. Club. Beautiful. 90 for 6 as we go back to the studio for commercial break. So the wicketkeeper standing up is Hiran Patel. He's doing a good job, very tidy. And we're back with the cricket here now. And we're going to see Jazz Singh. He's going to come in with his third delivery. So far, his figures, 2 overs, no means 15 runs, 2 wickets, economy of 5.0. Jazz comes up, bows to Zah, tossed up, and he just drives it nicely. The ball goes down to the sweeper on the boundary, comes off the boundary. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. Total goes up to 91 for 6. So let me just go over the bowling figures here for Jazz. It's off bricks. It's bowling good variation. That ball was on the leg stump, badly lined, but the batsman missed it completely. Waheed. Waheed is on 4. 91 for 6 here. We're in the 14th over of this 2020 affair at Marine Park B. Jazz comes up. Again, that ball badly lined just outside the leg stump. Waheed swinging, well collected by Hiran Singh, and the umpire signal wide. So Jazz Singh off spinner. Toss the ball from hand to hand. Comes up now. Bows to Waheed, toss up, and Waheed is driving uppishly, but that ball will go down to the man and the sweeper and the cover boundary. No urgency whatsoever to try and get 2 runs. This is a 2020 cricket, so I'd love to see the batsman to show a little bit urgency and try to pick up 1s and 2s. Total goes up to 93 for 6 here. Jazz Singh bowling a very good over here. His figures 1 for 16 so far. Comes up bows to Zah. A quicker delivery outside the off stump. Wide signal by the umpire. Hiran just skips across to his right and collect cleanly. Hiran Patel, the mid figure, doing a good job here behind the stump. Zah taps his bat and waits. Jazz comes up, tossed up, and hits it hard into the ground, hard into his foot. In the meantime, just campers a single. So this is good bowling here by the game changers bowler. I think the captain just basically figured out just to bowl spin, slow the pace down. Don't give the batsmen any pace, so they could work with the pace of the bowler's momentum. So we're back with Jazz Singh, comes up off the back foot, plays that lovely shot, 4 runs. That was a lovely shot. That was a late cut by Waheed. Singh giving Waheed some room there, and off the back foot, playing it late and beat the point fielder, and it raced into the boundary. Off the back runs. Good hands, that lovely shot, 4 runs. Exquisite shot. That was a lovely shot. Waheed. So we're back with Jazz Singh. Waheed is a 9. Off the back foot. Plays that lovely shot, 4 runs. Up he comes into both Waheed. And the leg stump, he hits it. High, hard, handsome, out of the ground, 6 runs. Fantastic strike. Over deep backward square. A pickup shot. And that's beautiful passing here by Waheed. Badly lined by Jazz Singh. Up he comes. That's a hit me ball. Just toss the leg stump. He hits it. High, hard, handsome, out of the ground, 6 runs. Fantastic strike. Over deep backwards position there. Jazz Singh come down and band it there for 6 runs. Lovely batting there by Waheed. Total goes up to the leg stump. He hits it. High, hard, handsome, out of the ground, 6 runs. Fantastic. Actually 105 for 6. Waheed is on 15. Zah is on 3. projected score 150. Total current run rate is 7.5. Beautiful day for cricket here at Marine Park as the new batsman Aliza, he's on 3 and he's going to be facing green pad, and he's wearing this banana looking yellow pads, no cap, no helmet, no sun hat, and Bravik Patel in his last over comes up post, so Zanza just tugs it down to mid wicket, and the main time just crossed for 1 run. So total goes up to 106 for 6. Bravik Patel, good spell so far, 3.1 overs, no means 16 runs, 2 wickets, economy of 5 runs. Off the back foot, and Waheed, that's his favorite shot, plays it late. There's runs in the making here. That ball looks like it's going to be 4 runs. It beats the man. It's a beautiful shot there by Waheed. Late cut off the back foot, and Waheed, that's his favorite shot, plays it late. There's run most out of the wicket keeper gloves, and that ball off the back foot, and Waheed, that's his favorite shot, plays it late. There's runs in the making here. You don't see these shots in the current game, but that's a late cut. That's a classical shot. It reminds me of a West Indian batsman named Lawrence Yagaro. He used to play those shots back in the 70s and 80s. And beautiful batting here by Waheed. He looks good. Looks a good batsman. Looks a good player. Bravik Patel between the umpire and the stump. Comes up. Again, he off the back foot. Punches it to extra cover. And the fielder comes off the boundary. Half steps it. Fumbles. Picks up. And throws in. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. Nice cool breeze blowing across, this time from right to left, changing the direction. Bravik Patel between the umpire and the stump. And that's a wayward delivery, wide delivery. And that ball seems like it's going to go into the boundary here for 4 wide. So 5 wides to the total. Bravik Patel find that one in Douglas. And the minute you start to praise the bowler, he just, as I say, commentator curse really. Just bowling some untidy stuff now. So a beautiful day for cricket here at Marine Park, as I said. Praise the bowler. 90 degrees. You see some white clouds building up in the far end, but no threat of immediate rain. A lovely day for cricket here. This is the Labor Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree at Marine Park B, Brooklyn, New York. Zai is the batsman in strike. Bravik Patel between the umpire and the stump, tossed up, hits it high, hard. It's not going to come to the fielder, hit 1 bounce, and the fielder underarm in through. So Zah goes up by 1, he goes up to 4. Brings Waheed into strike. Comes up, both Waheed. Waheed hits it high, hard, handsome. It's going, it's gone. It's out of the bronc. 6 runs over square leg. It's a beautiful shot. Magnificent striking here by Waheed. 6 runs. He goes up to 25. As I say, Waheed looks into strike. A well-rounded batsman. Plays the ball. Waheed hits it high, hard, handsome. It's going, it's gone. It's out of the bronc. 6 runs over square leg. And Bravik Patel got the treatment there. It went high, hard, and handsome over deep square leg boundary for 6 runs. Comes up, goes to Waheed. And this time he's hitting it over extra cover, and the fielder misfield, make a boo-boo of it. And 1 bounce, it goes into the boundary. 4 more runs there for Waheed. As I say, this man looks a good batsman, playing the ball on all parts of the field here. Total goes up to 127 for 6. Waheed goes up to 30. Ali Zais and 5, 127 for 6, 15 overs. So we at Marine Park here in Brooklyn, New York. This is the Labor Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree Company. And lovely cricket here in Brooklyn, New York, on this Labor Day weekend here. So this is some nice impetus here to the HNS innings by Waheed, a short diminutive figure. Black pads, his white sun hat, and he's playing a beautiful hand here for his team at Marine Park. So the score is 127 for 6 from 15 overs here and the projected score is 169. The current partnership is 42 from 19 deliveries. Nice cool breeze blowing across. Some hazy sunshine now. No threat of immediate rain. And we have the batsman Alizar. He's on 5 and he's going to be facing up Wahid at the non-striker end, playing a beautiful hand. He's on 30 from 10 deliveries, 4 fours and 2 sixes, a strike rate of 300. The back with medium pace, that ball is wide outside the off, some wayward delivery. An umpire signal wide. So this new bowler is Amo Singh. Short in stature, so that means he's probably skinning the ball through. He has decent pace from that first delivery, goes past umpire, and Bosu Zanza is thugging it. Bottom hand in that stroke, and ball goes down to the man and the long on boundary who fumbles it, brings the batsman Wahid into strike. So we're in the business end now, in the 16th over here. HNS Cricket Club, 128 for 6. We're here at the Marine Park, Brooklyn Newbie pitch. The Labour Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. Marco Dane is the commentator. Amo Singh goes past umpire and Bosu Wahid. And Wahid is driving a exquisite shot. That's a lovely shot. That's 4 runs. That ball, beautiful shot by Wahid. Pitched up and Wahid approved manner. That was a classical off drive all along the ground. And that ball raced like a bullet from a gun into the boundary for 4 runs. That's Bosu Wahid. And Wahid is driving a exquisite shot. That's a lovely shot. That's 4 runs. That ball total goes up to 133 for 6 here, as he's playing a beautiful hand. Wahid, strike rate of 309. He's on 34 from 11 balls, 5 fours, 2 sixes. As we see, we're back with Amo Singh. He's going to be running away from the commentator booth end here. Batsman is signaling for, I think, maybe a helmet. Amo Singh goes past umpire. Bowls this one short and he pulls it. There's runs in the making here. Ball goes in the gap and the fielder comes up, just picks it up just inside of the boundary. And in the meantime, the batsman just crossed for 1 run. And that's not good cricket at all by Wahid and Zah. Wahid should be the batsman who should be trying to get as much strike as possible. As I say, these men are just ambling the first run. You're supposed to run the first run quickly and try to capitalize as much as possible. Amo Singh goes past umpire and Bosu Zah. Short. And he hits it off the outer portion of the bat. There's runs in the making here. The ball bounces 3-4 times. Fielder comes off the point boundary, underarms it, and in the meantime the batsman crossed for 1 run. So HNS 134 for 6 here. We're in 15.3 overs of the 2020 affair here at Marine Park. The Big Tree Cup, Labour Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree. Amo goes past umpire and bows to Wahid. Doesn't time it cleanly. Hits it uppishly where a short mid on the bay and the batsman just crossed for 1 run. So Wahid goes up to 35, the total 135 for 6. Amo Singh, right arm fast medium bowler, goes past umpire to Bosu Zah, and Zah is hitting it high hard. That ball doesn't have the legs in it. It doesn't get to the fielder. The fielder just stopping, and in the meantime the batsman just crossed for 1 run. The fielder did not make a valiant effort there. He should have been trying to take a catch because Bosu Zah, and Zah is hitting it high hard. That ball doesn't have the legs in it. It doesn't get to the fielder. The fielder just stopping, and in the meantime the batsman over here at Marine Park. As I say, this commentary is coming to you live at Marine Park. This is a Labour Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. HNS batting first, 137 for 6. Amo just completing his first over, 10 runs off that over from Amo Singh. The batsman Wahid is on 36 from 13 deliveries. So far he has hit 5. Current partnership is 52 runs. The projected score is 171. And Rivik Patel's 4 overs, no maidens, 37 runs, 2 wickets. And there seems to be a mid-wicket conference. There is a request for a change of bat here by Alizar. Alizar is on 8 runs from 9 deliveries, a strike rate of 88.89. Game changers in the field. HNS Cricket Club, 137 for 6 here, 16 overs completed. We have a change of equipment by Alizar. As I say, portion of commentary is brought to you by the Big Tree Sports. We had the Labor Day Cup here at Marine Park, Brooklyn, New York. And we've seen some excited batting there by the guy, the batsman Wahid. He's on 36 from 13 deliveries, playing a beautiful hand here. As I say, he's not slugging, he's playing very good cricketing shots. Lead cuts, cover drive, flick off the pads, and beautiful cricket. He's elegant, diminutive batsman. Also Zah, short in stature, deliveries, playing a beautiful hand here. As I say, he's not slugging. Yawinder Singh comes up. Short delivery, and Zah pulls it 4 runs. That's a good looking shot. That was badly lined. Yawinder Singh back into the attack, and that was a short, beautiful ball here. As I say, he's not slugging on his legs, and the batsman Yawinder Singh comes up there and short delivery, and Zah pulls it 4 runs. That's a good looking shot for 4 runs. That was badly lined. So as I say, the back into the attack. This is Ali's first boundary. That was a lovely shot by Zah. He just got in and just whipped it nicely. Good quick hands. And that ball raced down to the boundary for 4 runs. So the total is 141 for 6 here. Alizar is on 12. Wahid is on 36. So it was short. He had no pace, he had no venom. As I said, this is Yawinder Singh second spell. This is his 3rd over. So far, Yawinder Singh 2.1 overs, no maidens, 12 runs, 2 wickets, economy of 5.5. This is T20 cricket, so you know the slug is on right now in the death overs. Yawinder Singh sporting jersey number 93, and he's going to be running in from the commentator booth. Alizar goes past umpire now and bowls this one, and he's just thugged it across the line, beats the man at mid-wicket who puts a boot to it. And in the meantime, the batsman just try to get 2 runs there. A little urgency this time, and Wahid coming in, making his ground. So the total goes up to 146 for 6. A nice cool breeze blowing across the oval here. Alizar is on 14 from 11 deliveries. Just hit 1 boundary so far. Wahid at the non-strikers end. 143 for 6. Yawinder Singh comes up, bowls, and Zah is pulling it. Good looking shot. And the fielder comes off the boundary. Preet Shah throws in. The meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. Total is 144 for 6 here in the 16.2 overs. This commentary is brought to you by the Big Tree Sports with the Labor Day Cup here in Brooklyn, New York. Some exciting 2020 cricket as we watch Yawinder Singh from the commentator booth end to bowl to Wahid. And Wahid flicks it. Lovely shot. There's runs in the making here. The ball hustles to the fielder down at square leg, who just misfields it and just actually pushes the ball to the fielder. Shah just coming off the bunker and tidying up. And in the meantime, the batsman crossed for 2 runs. That was a lovely shot there by Wahid. So he goes up to 38 from 14 deliveries. Yawinder Singh, probably from Punjab in India. Number 93 jersey of a longest run now. Goes past umpire and bowls to Wahid. Short, and Wahid pulls it. Doesn't times it really uppishly, but it goes down to the man in the deep mid-wicket boundary. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. So lovely cricket so far. 147 for 6. HNS Cricket Club. See some urgency now by the batsman at the crease. Alizar is on 15 from 12 deliveries, and Wahid is on 39 from 15 deliveries. 147 for 6. Projected score 175 here as we look at Yawinder Singh, fast medium, goes past umpire and bowls this one. And Zah is tugging across the line again. And the ball goes down to Preet. Comes off the boundary, throws in, knocks the stumps down. Oh, that was a good throw by Preet there. And in the meantime, the batsman just crossed for one run. 148 for 6 in the over here. So Yawinder Singh, 3 overs. No, it's 19 runs, 2 wickets. Coming in for a little stick there in that over. Aliza, 15 runs, 16 runs from so this is the last over, so it's reduced from 20 to 18 overs. So HNS Cricket Club 148 for 6. Wahid is on 39 and Ali Zai is on 16. So Zai is going to be facing the last over from Amu Singh. Right arm fast medium bowler, skittish bowler, short man, and predominant offside field as Amu goes past Ampan bowls to Zai, and Zai is digging it out. Good delivery, Yorker length, and just pushes it where a short extra cover would have been. And in the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. Brings Wahid into strike, 149 for 6. Beautiful day for cricket here, another cloud in the sky now at Marine Park B. This is the Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. This is Amu Singh, fast medium bowler, begins to move in, goes past Ampan, bowls this one. Now Wahid hits it in the air, doesn't time it cleanly. The fielder settles under it, and he takes a catch. Brilliant catch by the fielder on the deep square leg boundary. A beautiful hand played there by Wahid. It was shot by Amu Singh, and he was trying to get as much runs in this last. A lot of elevation, but no distance, and the fielder settled and takes a beautiful catch by this standard of cricket. And he walks off for a beautiful hand. 39 from 15 deliveries. Well played by Wahid. A total 149 for 7 in the last over here of the 18th over. It's 18 over reduced from 20 over. So we're in the last over. This is the 18th over being bowled there. The new batsman walking into the crease. So HNS Cricket Club 149 for 7 from 17.2 overs. As the batsman cross, and it's going to be Sakib walks in, and it's going to be Aliza to be facing Amu Singh with his third delivery of the final over. Goes past Ampan, bowls this one, and Zah is tugging it across the line. And the ball goes down to the man at the cow corner boundary, picks up Preet, throws in, and good work by Harry Patel, the wicket keeper. So lovely day for cricket, as I say, nice breeze blowing across in the death over here, last over here of the inning. Bowled by Amu Singh, right arm fast, medium bowler, and he's running in from the commentator booth end, and he's going to be bowled to Sakib, comes up, both to Sakib, and Sakib is hitting it high, hard. That ball is going, the fielder is settling, and he takes the catch just on the boundary. Beautiful catch there by Preet Shah. Got in himself nicely under that ball. A good cricketer is Preet Shah, the man from New Jersey, Crick Max. And taking a good catch there. So Sakib came and went and goes for a duck. Another wicket there for Amu Singh. The total 150 for 8. 2 more deliveries to come, as this is a death over, last over of the inning. The batsman is trying to capitalize and get as much runs as possible here. So 150 for 8. New batsman is walking in for HNS Cricket Club. Amu Singh so far picking up 2 wickets. 1.4 overs, no maidens, 12 runs, 2 wickets, economy at 7.2. Yawinder Singh bowled the last over, 3 overs, no maidens, 19 runs, 2 wickets, economy 6.3 overs. So by the standard of the game, good bowling so far by those 2 bowlers. Amu Singh is going to bowl to Zah, and Zah is again tugging across the line. everything he seems to be tugging on the onside, and meantime the batsman crossed for 1 run. So Zah goes up to Ali Zah goes up to 18. Your batsman is Shabar Ali. Good bowling here by Amu Singh. Varying his pace and keeping the ball outside of the off stump. Last delivery coming up. Comes up both to Shabar. And he's driving it. The ball comes down to the long on the long off boundary. Picks up, throws in. And the batsman scampers for 2 runs. Trying to get another run and is run out. Sacrificing his wicket, but trying to get a run in the process. So after 18 overs here at Marine Park, HNS Cricket Club 152 for 8. Amu Singh completing 2 overs for 14 runs, 2 wickets. Zah is 19 not out. Shabir is 1 not out. 1 actually. I think Shabir was the man who was run out. So live commentary coming to you from Marine Park as the innings break. HNS batting first, 152 for 8. Shabar 19. Let's look at the score card. So I go through the scorecard for you. HNS Cricket Club, Shahid 1. Naeem Shazad 26. Wasik Tanvir 6. Mohammed Dawood 27. Ali Lotra 7. Mohammed Solman 9. Wahid Lunu 39. Aliza 19. Sakib Lunu 8. And Shabir Ali 1 not out. The bowling figures: Aman Singh 2 overs, no maidens 13 runs, 2 wickets. Yawinder Singh 3 overs, no maidens 19 runs, 2 wickets. Preet Shah 2 overs, no maidens 16 runs, no wickets. Shashil Kumar 2 overs, no maidens 21 runs, 1 wicket. Bruvik Patel 4 overs, no maidens 37 runs, 2 wickets. Jazz Singh 3 overs, no maidens 28 runs, 1 wicket. And Amo Singh 2 overs, no maidens 14 runs, 2 wickets. So grand total of 152 for 8. This is Mark Dane saying back to master control. Good. Welcome back here at Marine Park. This is the Labor Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. We're back at the game HNS Cricket Club versus Game Changer. So Game Changer is trying to get 153 for victory. HNS Cricket Club batted first and scored 152 for 8 from 18 overs. And the two opening batsmen for Game Changers out in the middle. Game Changers is a team that plays in the New York National Cricket League. It's a lovely little cricket. Nice, cool breeze wind across the oval. As we're going to see Mohammed. First delivery comes up and bowls, and Singh is in behind it, looks good, just drops it in an approved manner and takes off for a single. So Amu Singh is at 1, he's off the mark at 1. Brings Aman Singh, who takes his guard from the umpire. Mohammed Salman is the opening bowler, right-arm fast medium. He's going to be running away from the commentator booth end. The field for Salman. A slip, like a fly slip. Backward point, extra cover man sweeping the long off boundary. Salman goes past umpire and bowls this one. And Singh is cutting. That's a lovely shot. That's 4 runs. Fantastic strike. Short outside the off stump back. And Aman Singh just banging it nicely in the gap. And that ball hustles down to the boundary for 4 runs. Total Game Changers 5 without loss from 2 balls. And Aman Singh and Amu Singh, the 2 opening batsmen. Amu Singh is on 1. He's at the non-striker end. And Aman Singh is on 4. Wicketkeeper standing up is Wahid. Actually, Wahid is my neighbor. He had moved up to Buffalo for 4 or 5 years. Nice to see him back in the New York area. Salman goes past umpire and bowls, and he's no foot movement whatsoever, just trying to hit that delivery. The ball hitting the inner portion of the bat, more like a French cut, a forward draw. Ball going down to a shortish fine leg, and the wicketkeeper running across, but the batsman did not attempt to take a run. So Aman Singh is on strike. Mohammed Salman, right arm fast medium bowler. Singh taps his bat in the weights. Salman bowls and he's off the back foot, just tears it nicely down to the man, and the third man boundary picks up. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run, brings Amu Singh into strike. Lovely day for cricket here. Just see some white cloud building up. No threat of immediate rain in the far end. It's about 95 degrees here. We're in the Labor Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. Some adjustments to the field. The slip is moving to a shortish square leg. You have a man on the short mid-on. Salman comes up, bowls to Aman beaten outside the end of the off-stump ball. Too close for that shot. And well collected wicketkeeper Wahid standing up. So Wahid played a very good hand, 39. Played some beautiful cricketing strokes. Very impressed with Wahid. Salman comes up, bowls to Aman and is driving straight past the bowler. That ball doesn't have legs in it. It's just coming down to the boundary here. Zah just runs down, stops it with his boot. Daywood picks up and tidies up. Throws in. Ends the over. First over of the chase. Game Changers 8 without loss. So they're using 1N because there's another match supposed to be played here. They're trying to get in 3 matches per day from each pitch. So by just using 1N, saving a lot of time because you know when you have to change overs, it takes like 3 minutes to change over between overs. So that's the reason why they're just operating from one end here. But it's a lovely ground, Marine Park B, a very fast outfield. Patches of green grass, but mainly brown in all areas. And we're going to see Naheem Shazad, right arm, fast medium, comes up and bowls. Balls outside the line of the off stump, just flash off the outer portion of the bat. And it went down to the boundary there for 4 runs. So good shot by Aman Singh. Outside the line of the off stump and just flashing it, coming off the outer portion of the bat. And ball going down to the boundary for 4 runs. So the total is on 12 without loss. Aman Singh is on 9. Amu Singh is on 3. So Naeem comes up, bowls to. Oh, beautiful shot. Well stopped. Beautiful cricket here by the man at point. That ball left the bat like a rocket bullet from a gun, and the fielder diving nicely to his left, just knocking it down. And there's no run. T20 cricket, that's what you love to see. Good fielding, good exciting cricket. Aman Singh taps his bat and waits as Naeem comes up and bowls to Singh, and Singh is pulling that. Lovely shot, 4 runs.
One game has to be a 15-over game. Then it's fun.
That was short, and he got into it nicely. And as I say, once the ball beat the inner ring at Marine Park here, it's 4 runs. Total is on 16 without loss. Game changer, changing up the game here. Amu Singh is on 13. Aman Singh is on 13, I beg your pardon, and Amu Singh is on 3. Not sure if there's any relations, but both batsmen short in stature, diminutive figure. Mohammed Salman opened bowling. First over, went for 8 runs. Naeem Shazad is coming up, goes past Ampano and bowls this one, and Aman is off the back foot, plays that nicely down to backward point, and there's no run. Good fielding there by the man at backward point in his white floppy sun hat. Nice cool breeze blowing across Marine Park. A little bit overcast now, but no threat of rain, just some clouds passing in front of the sun. Aman Singh is making some adjustments to his gloves. Basically, every batsman has his own mannerism, things that he does between balls. Comes up also, Singh, and Singh off the back foot, plays it hard into the ground. Man at backward point feels, and there's no run there. Wicketkeeper Waheed standing up. We have a third man at backward point, a point extra cover. Man on the mid-off, predominant offside field. Naeem comes up, bowls to Amani, hits it, beautiful shot. High, hard, handsome, over extra cover, 6 runs. Fantastic strike there. A lot of width there, and Aman just freeing his arms there and hitting that ball, making a nice sound of lead and willow there, and 6 more runs to the total. Game changer, 22 without loss. And we're in the second over of the chase, chased in 152 runs set by HNS Cricket Club. Aman Singh is on 19. Amu Singh is on 3. Aman Singh is going at strike rate of 211.11. That was expensive over there by Naeem Shazad. 1 over, no maiden, 14 runs, no wicket. Mohammed Salman, 1 over for 8 runs. Match is coming to you live from the Labour Day Cup, the Big Tree tournament, sponsored by the Big Tree Sports at Marine Park. Wicketkeeper Waheed makes some adjustments to the field. The ball is back. Comes up, bowls, good delivery, beating outside the off. Some good gloves work there by Waheed standing up. Waheed, a very good cricketer. As I say, Used to be my neighbor for about 15 years in Valley Stream, New York. Nice cool breeze blowing across. It's about 80 degrees now. Temperature dropped a bit. We can keep us standing up. Yellow pads, a white sun hat. Amu Singh makes some adjustments to his gloves. And the fielder, the bowler Mohammed Salman, is making some adjustments. Up he comes. Chips begins to move in. Goes past Ampan. Bowls this one. And Singh is off the back foot. Bangs it into the covers there. And in the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. So Mohammed Salman, predominant offside field. The men in the onside, just a short fine leg, a square leg and a short mid-on. So his line is basically outside the off stump. Brings Aman Singh to strike. Salman goes up, bowls to Singh, and Singh is off the back foot, plays that off the other portion of the bat. The ball hustles down to the man, and the third man, Boundary, who picks up, underarms it. 3-4 bounces back to the wicketkeeper. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. Total is on 24 without loss. Game changer. Very good batting by the 2 openers, Aman Singh and Amu Singh. This time, Amu Singh is in 4. He faces up. Salman goes past Ampan, bowls to Singh, and Singh is pulling it. That's a lovely shot. That's 6 runs. Short. And he got inside of it and banged it beautifully. A marvelous shot there for 6 runs there. So Salman coming in for a little stick there. When you have 3 fielders on the onside and 6 fielders on the offside, you can't bowl straight. You have to bowl wide of off stump, because the minute you bowl straight, the batsman is going to pick you up. And that's one thing with most club cricket batsmen. They're very good on the onside. They would struggle a bit if you bowl top of off stump consistently. But the minute you bowl straight on the leg side, they will capitalize on you. A lot of these cricketers, there is no stats or no analysts to tell them how to bowl, but you just have to look at how the batsman, how he settles, his stance, you know, his foot movement, head position, all these other things you can pick up and know exactly the strength and weaknesses of a batsman. But as I say, in the T20 game, there's no room for error. It's a fast, quick game, so you have to learn quickly. It's Mohammed Salman is going to move in from the commentator booth end, and he's going to bowl to Amu Singh. Comes up, bowls to Singh, and Singh is playing that nicely, elegantly down to backward point, and there's no run there. So Singh looks a very accomplished batsman, compact, neat. Seems like he has all the strokes. Amu Singh, he's on 10 from 7 deliveries, and Aman Singh is on 20 from 10 deliveries. Beautiful day here at Marine Park. The Labour Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree. Comes up, post to Singh, and Singh is hitting it high, hard, handsome. It's going, it's gone. 1 bounce into the boundary, 4 runs. To the left of the commentator booth end. That was a half volley, and a half volley is a half volley. Doesn't matter who bowls it. And the batsman coming down and banging it there nicely. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. The total goes up to 34 without loss. Amu Singh is on 14, and Aman Singh is on 20. And HNS Cricket Club bowlers coming in for some stick here today. And as I said, this is T20 cricket, match reduced to 18 overs a side. Current strike rate is 7.9. Current partnership is 34. The bowling figure so far, Mohammed Salman, 2 overs, no maiden, 20 runs, no wickets. Naeem Shazad, 1 over, no maiden, 14 runs, no wicket. HNS Cricket Club batted first and scored 152 for 8 from 18 overs, with Wahid Lanu top score with 39. So seems like there's going to be a new bowler is going to be introduced into the attack, trying to stop the stem of runs from scoring here. Looks like it's Zafar Ali, Aliza, sorry. He's flexing his muscles, doing some loosen up exercise. The total here is game changes 34 without loss. 3 overs already been completed, so 15 overs to go. And Game Changer is trying to get 153 for victory here in the Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. Lovely day for cricket in Marine Park. Lovely to see. So we have 3 grounds in Marine Park. That is actually 4 grounds that are actually playing the cricket. The wicket A at the far top of the far end there, and wicket B, and the new wicket B is where we at. And over the right is wicket C. We have a couple Pakistani international playing over there. Comes up, bowls, and Singh is just sweeping it. And that ball goes into the boundary for 4 runs. Strange action by Zah, Ali Zah, tossed up, and Aman Singh swapped it and swept it beautifully for 4 runs. So he goes up to 24. The total goes up to 38 without loss. With the 4th over here of the chase. Beautiful batting there by Aman Singh and Amu Singh. Game changes. Trying to get 153 for victory here. The total, this current run rate is 7.8. Current partnership is 38. Lovely day for cricket here at Marine Park, Brooklyn. Cricket, lovely cricket. Nice cool breeze blowing across. As Aman Singh faces, comes up, and ball pitched on about the mid stump, and the batsman just lift his bottom hand, pull his bottom hand away, and just dropped it nicely. And there's no run. So some adjustments been made. So let's look at the bowler Aliza bowling action. Just bowling spin. Just moving a man from backward point to short fine leg. Has a man in the square leg boundary. Comes up, and Singh is playing that magnificently 4 runs, giving himself room, backing away and hitting it uppishly down backward point, and it goes into the boundary for 4 more runs. So Singh is in a hurry here. He goes up to 28. The total is on 42 without loss. Game changer. So Ali Zah has the strangest action. Aman Singh is on 28. Amu Singh at the non-striker and 14. The bowler changes his line. He's going to go around the wicket now. Up he comes into Singh, and Singh is sweeping the ball. There's some confusion there. Indecisive decision there. Batsman is trying to go for the single, but in the meantime, they just Amu Singh send him back and trying to sweep. And there was an appeal for LBW, but I think that ball had pitched just outside of the leg stump. You cannot be giving out LBW if the ball pitched outside the leg stump. It doesn't matter if it knocked all 3 stumps down. So Zah comes up, and Singh just turns it nicely down to short backward square leg and just jogs a single. It goes up to 29, total on 44 without loss. Brings Amu Singh on 14. Ali Zah, not sure if he's an off spinner or leg spinner, just by his actions. He has a funny action, and Singh is trying to pull that ball, hit him in the thigh pad. Ends the over. The latest score here at Marine Park. Game changer chasing 152 for victory, 43 without loss from 4 overs. This is the Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. It's the commentator Mark O'Dane as we take a commercial break. Back to the studio. So we're back with the cricket now. Salman comes up, bowls, and that's a good delivery. Beaten aside the off stump. Good delivery. Pitching about the off stump and moving away there, and well collected by wicketkeeper. Wicketkeeper just well stopped by wicketkeeper Wahid there standing up. Salman comes up, bowls to Singh, and Singh is cutting that ball, making some height. So total 43 without loss here in the big tree. Labour Cup big tree at Marine Park. Mohammed Salman. Game changes 43 without loss. Salman bowls to Singh, and Singh cuts that. That's a lovely shot. That's 4 runs. That's a beautiful shot. Backward of point. Ball was shot outside the off stump there, and Singh off the back foot. Actually 6 run signal by the umpire. He's just trying to clarify with the fielder, because that was short. 6 runs there by Aman Singh off the back foot, cutting it nicely uppishly and down to the boundary for 6 runs. So Singh goes up to 35. The total is on 49 without loss. Game changes, chasing 153 runs of victory here at Marine Park with the Labour Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. Funky Mark in the commentator booth. Just want to say afternoon to Andrew Fresh Simple, my good pal there. Nice cool breeze blowing across here. The temperature is about 80 degrees now. And we have 2 of my batsmen, Aman Singh and Amu Singh, at the crease for game changes. Mohammed Salman begins to move in from the commentator booth and bowls this one. And wicketkeeper Wahid standing up, doesn't take cleanly the ball drop, just about off stump, making some height. And the ricochet down to 3rd man where the fielder throws it. And 1 more run to the total. So 50 without loss, chasing 153 runs of victory here at Marine Park. This is the Labour Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree. A beautiful day for cricket here, another cloud in the sky as Mohammed Salman goes past Ampan, bowls to Singh, and Singh is pulling that. That's a lovely shot. That's 4 runs. Fantastic strike there. The minute that passed the inner ring in Marine Park, as I said, the ball just hustles to the boundary. Right now, Marine Park is the best place to bat in New York. I mean, as a batsman, you just play on merit and just play the ball on the ground, and the minute they pass the inner ring, you would get 4 runs and value for the shot. So beautiful batting here by Aman Singh and Amu Singh. Amu Singh is an 18, Aman Singh, a non-striker, and on 36, total 54 without loss, as some adjustments is made to the field. So Mohammed Salman has a predominant offside field, but he's trained. The minute he, like I say, in club cricket, you can't really bowl on the legs or straight to most club cricket batsmen. They would punish you, and that's what's actually happened here. Right now he has a fielder on the square leg boundary, a short mid-wicket and a short mid-on, but he's bowling the ball straight. He has 6 fielders on the offside, and he has not yet bowled a ball wide of off stump. So when you have 6 fielders on the offside, you want to bowl the ball at least Yorker length 6 inches, at least outside the off stump. Force the batsman to commit to play on the offside. But as I say, this is club cricket. They're not professionals, so you expect anything really from them. So we're back with the cricket here. Mohammed Salman goes past Ampan, bowls this one, and Singh gets in behind it, pushes it right in front of him. The wicketkeeper Wahid fields, ends the over. So game changer, chased in 153 for victory, 54 without loss. This is a commentator Mark Udin saying thanks for watching, and back to the studio for commercial break.
थैंक यू जवाब देता आधे से ज़्यादा बीमारियां हमें पता ही नहीं होती क्या हैं हमारे डॉक्टरों को पता नहीं है मसला क्या है वो हार्ट अटैक कह देते हैं आपको पता है पाकिस्तान में डेथ सर्टिफिकेट पे रीज़न ऑफ डेथ लिखना भी ज़रूरी नहीं है यहाँ पे रीज़न ऑफ डेथ लिखना पड़ता है इफ़ यू राइट अ रॉन्ग रीज़न ऑफ डेथ आपको क्वेश्चन हो सकता है मैं आपको बता वी आर सो बिहाइंड हमें पता ही नहीं हार्ट अटैक के बाद होता क्या है
So we're back with the cricket here at Marine Park. New ball has been introduced into the attack. Game changes, 54 without loss, chased in 153 by HSN. There's a lot of time wasting here. The captain is setting his field as Aman Singh is on 36 from 19 deliveries and Amu Singh is on 18 from 11 deliveries. Game changes, 54 without loss. We have a new bowler is going to introduce into the attack. It's going to be Sakib. Lovely day for cricket here at Marine Park. So Aman Singh and the field for Aman Singh. Let's go on the offside, a backward point, extra cover, a man and long off boundary. There's the new bowler Sakib is coming to bowl. And the onside, you have a backward square leg on the boundary, long on the boundary. A ball outside the off stump, and Singh is driving, and the bowler reaction seems like there was a chance. Ball coming off the bottom edge, and wicketkeeper Wahid wasn't able to collect cleanly. So Aman Singh is on 37, brings Amu Singh into strike. Sakib comes up, good delivery, flatter trajectory, push through. And Amu Singh, an approved manner, just pushing it back to the ball, and there's no run. 55 without loss, chasing 153. Sakib comes up, short, and Aman hits it hard into the ground. Good feeling to his own bowler by the bowler, Sakib. Good cricket so far. Lovely day for cricket at Marine Park. No breeze whatsoever now, a bit stagnant. The Sakib, short, a good delivery, quicker delivery again, and well played by Amu Singh, and the fielder, the bowler just skips across to the onside and field. This is good stuff so far by Sakib, and good batting by Amu Singh, equal to the task. Off spinner, walks, short, and Singh hits it in the air, in the gap, and well played by Singh. And in the meantime, the batsman just crossed for 1 run. So good bowling so far by Sakib. Brings Aman Singh, 37 from 20 delivering the strike. Sakib comes up also, Singh, and Singh is banging that nicely. That's a lovely shot, that ball. And oh, missed it completely. And it's went through the field, a hand on the boundary, and it seems like it was 6 runs. Aman Singh off the back foot, just cracking it nicely. And the fielder had a chance to take a spectacular catch. Actually, he could have tried and knocked it up and then run back inside and take the catch, but the ball went through his hand, and 6 runs there to Aman Singh. He goes up to 43, the total goes up to 62 without loss. The game changes, changing the game here. Sakib, that was a shortest delivery, a quicker trajectory, and Aman Singh was equal to the task there, and playing an uppercut, more like a back foot punch, and he's batting in a lovely bat there. That ball is flying off that willow, and it was 6 runs there. So we have a new bowler. He's going to be coming into the attack. Total 62 without loss, tracing 153 runs of victory here. 91 runs needed in 12 overs. Run rate 7.58, which is gettable. And that's a good shot there, clipped off the legs for 4 runs there by Singh. Amu Singh, that ball was badly lined on the leg stump, and it just flicked it nicely. Wahid Ladru bowling that ball. That's a bad delivery, badly lined, and 4 runs to Amu Singh. He goes up to 23. The total goes up to 66 without loss. Good batting here, good open partnership by the Singhs. Business-like, and they're not slugging, they're playing very good cricket shots. And they're not premeditating or anything like that. They're playing on merit. This is lovely to see at this level of cricket. So right now, this is the Labor Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree, coming to you live from Marine Park, Brooklyn, New York. We had the new wicket B, and we now have a slight breeze blowing across from right to left from the. Here comes Waheed. Short, and Singh is pulling that. This time to the left of the fielder. This is lovely batting, 4 runs. So the previous delivery was to the left of the fielder, and now this one is to the right of the fielder. And this is beautiful batting and good placement by Amu Singh. He goes up to 27. The total goes up to 70 without loss. Game changer. On par for victory here. And the bowler Waheed coming in for a bit of treatment here. The first 2 deliveries into the boundary. He's asking the captain to make some adjustment to the field. But again, you don't really make adjustment to the field. Bad bowling is just bad bowling. Can't set field for bad bowling. The bowler you have 5 men on the offside, and both deliveries was on the leg stump. Amu Singh taps his bat and wait while he comes up, toss up, and Singh is in behind it. That one giving a lot air, and the batsman wasn't sure whether to come forward or go back, but in the meantime just taps it out on the onside there for no run. So 4th delivery coming up by Waheed. Up he comes. Singh off the back foot, just plays it nicely into the gap, into the extra cover region, and in the meantime the batsman cross for a run. Just good rotation of the strike. Aman Singh comes into strike. He's on 43. He's batting nicely here. Waheed comes up, bowls to Aman, and he goes down the pitch, digs it out. Good Yorker length delivery. Good bowling here. Good comeback by Waheed. In the meantime, the batsman just crossed for 1 run. Total 72 without loss. Game changer. Changing up the game here. Need 81 runs of victory. Waheed comes up, and Singh goes in and pulls it magnificently. 6 runs. Too short, too slow. Badly line delivery by Waheed. And Amu Singh, quick eyes, quick hands, got in and just banged it magnificently for 6 runs. Ends the over. Latest score here at Marine Park in the Labor Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree. Game changers, 78 without loss. Chased in 153 for victory. This is the commentator Mark O'Dane saying back to the studio for commercial break. So we're back with the cricket here at Marine Park. Sakib comes up, short delivery, and Singh off the back foot plays that. That's a lovely shot. That ball beats the fielder to his left and into the boundary for 4 runs there. That's a nice shot off the back foot, just pushes it nicely. Goes past a backward point fielder. Elegant looking shot there by Aman Singh. Wasn't trying to hit it too hard, just timed it. And glorious shot there by Aman Singh. He goes up to 48. Game changes, 82 without loss here. Chasing 153 runs of victory. And this is lovely batting by Aman Singh and Amu Singh here. The crowd is being treated to some elegant and lusty hitting here by these 2 batsmen. As I said, no slugging, just good cricketing shots. Sakib comes up, bowls to Singh, and Singh is flicking it, that ball's just into the pad, and it seems like a leg by. In the meantime, the batsman just crossed. Leg by signal by umpire. Total goes up to 83 without loss. Aman Singh is on 48. Amu Singh is on 34. Here comes Sakib into bowls to Amu. Tossed up. And he goes down the pitch and hits it out of the ground for 6 runs. A lovely shot over cow corner. Down the ground and whipped it nicely. Beautiful timing. Good elevation there. And the ball went 6-7 yards behind the boundary for 6 runs. This is magnificent striking here by Amu Singh. He goes up to 40 from 21 deliveries, and his partner at the non-striker end, Aman Singh, is on 48 from 24 deliveries. A clinical display of batting here by Amu Singh and Aman Singh here at Marine Park for game changes. Lovely cricket here in the Brooklyn area. This is the Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree. So we're back with the cricket here again. The ball is back with the bowler. Up he comes into Singh, and Singh is off the back foot, hit it hard into the ground, hit the fielder on his knees, and a ricochet down to long off. That was powerfully strike there by Amu Singh. Brings Aman Singh. He's in 48, looking for a 50 here. Total game changes 90 without loss. Sakib comes up, short delivery, and he off the back foot plays it. Lovely shot, uppishly 4 runs. That's a favorite shot of Aman Singh. Off the back foot, just cutting it, uppercut, Australian style. 50 runs, he goes up to 52. A brilliant innings here by Aman Singh. 52 runs. The total is a 94 without loss. Game changes. Trying to get 153 for victory. Aman Singh is in 52. Amu Singh is in 41. Beautiful batting here by the two Singh at Marine Park here, Brooklyn. Game changes 94. Aman Singh 4 fours and 3 sixes. A strike rate of 208.00. Amu Singh 41 from 22 balls, 4 fours and 3 sixes. A strike rate of 186. So here comes Sakib. Short, and he bangs that magnificently. One bounce, or it went over the boundary to my vantage point here. Couldn't see by the fielder in front of me there. 6 more runs there to Singh. And oh my gracious goodness, but this is really good batting here by Aman Singh. 58 from 26 deliveries. The total 100 game changes without loss. And HSN Cricket coming in for a beating here. 100 without loss from 8 overs. Clinical display of stroke play by Aman Singh and 58, and Amu Singh and 41. The bowling figures: Sakib 2 overs in the middle, 29 runs, no wickets. Wahid 1 over 16 runs, taken to the cleaners here by the Singh. So seems to be it's going to be left arm orthodox. Daywood is going to come into bowl here. Good bowler on his day. Saw him erect a couple of teams in Brooklyn Cricket League last year. So 53 runs needed for victory here. As Daywood has been introduced into the attack. Left arm orthodox. It's going to come into bowl to Amu Singh. Up he comes, tossed up. Singh plays that nicely. Just soft hands, and the ball goes out to the man at square leg, and he just, in the meantime, just takes a single. Cricket, lovely cricket here. Lovely cricket at Marine Park. Brings Aman Singh on 58. Daywood, left arm, tossed up. He sweeps, wide delivery signaled by the umpire. Off balance a bit there. Was tossed up outside the leg stump. And lucky to get away with it. Aman Singh is on 58. Playing some marvelous strokes here today. Daywood comes up also Singh. Singh off the back foot. Giving himself room. That ball was just about mid-stump. Too close for that shot. And didn't cut it cleanly by wicketkeeper standing up. 102 without loss here.
ऐसे ने पूछ रहे किन्ने मिले तेरे मुंडे तुसी कह रहे इधर आ ये चेक कर और 6 दिन लड़ रहे थे पोस्टर चेक कर ये यार
Nice cruise breeze blowing across, hazy sunshine, no immediate threat of rain. As I say, when you're at Marine Park, it's always 10 or 5 degrees, a bit cooler than most areas. Zafar, left arm off the ducks, comes up, and the batsman just tuck it on the onside there. Fielder comes off the square leg boundary. Meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. Total goes up to 103 without loss. Game changer, chased in 153 for victory here. Dearwood comes up to Bosu Amosing. He's on 42. Badly line down the leg side, wide signal by the umpire. And I say again, Dearwood is lucky to get away with that ball. That was outside the line of the leg stump. Saying the bowler is Naeem. And Singh off the back foot, just hitting it nicely into the ground. Bat making a lovely song there. Lovely there for cricket. Brooklyn, New York. Comes up. And Singh uses his feet, get to the pitch of it, just digs it out. The ball goes down to the man in long on. Comes off the boundary and fields, and one more run to the total. Total goes up to 105 without loss. Game changes. So, as I say, I know game changes usually participate in the New York National League out in Queens. Amo Singh and Aman Singh playing a blinding innings to the both batsmen, batting very nicely. Comes up for defensive and just pushes on the onside there. Back to the ball, and there's no run. Ends the over. Decent over here by Naeem Shazad. $105 without loss. Game changes. Aman Singh is on 59 from 29 balls, 7 fours, 4 sixes, strike rate of 203.45. And Amu Singh, 43 from 25 deliveries, 4 fours and 3 sixes, strike rate of 172 runs. Good striking by both batsmen. And we see there's another bowler being introduced into the attack. Rotation of the bowlers. Game changes. Batsmen batting nicely. Any more pizza? All finished? Okay. So the total is 105 without loss. Lovely day for cricket at Marine Park, as we have Zah tossed up, and Aman uses his feet and stretching and tucking that one really down to deepish long on and getting a single. That was a lovely shot there by Aman Singh, sweeping it nicely down to the square leg boundary for 4 runs. So Singh goes up to 63, the total 110 without loss. Game changes. Ali Zah coming in for the treatment. It's a badly lined delivery on the leg stump, and as I say, anything straight or down the leg stump can be easily tucked away, and Singh is pulling it, sweeping it down to the man comes off the boundary this time. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. Total 111 for without loss. Cricket, lovely cricket here at Marine Park. Ali Zai is the bowler. This time he changes his angle. He's coming over the wicket. And he's going to be bowling to Amu Singh. On 44 comes up also. Singh toss up and Singh off the back foot. Pulls it. 6 runs. Brings up his 50. A beautiful shot there. Off the back foot. Pulling it nicely. And 6 runs to Amu Singh. A total 100. Seems 117 without loss. Singh brings up his 50. Aman Singh is on 64. Game changes 117 without loss, chasing 153 here at Marine Park. Labor Day Cup, sponsored by the Big Tree. As we take a break as the bowlers try to retrieve the ball. Short. Oh, another boundary there by Singh. Bad feeling there by the fielder on the boundary. Using his boots instead of his hands. And that ball going into the boundary there for 4 runs. Amu Singh's on 54. Aman Singh's on 64. Game changer. 121 without loss. Clinical batting here by both Singh. They're chasing 152 runs made by Ajasen. Cricket, lovely cricket here at Marine Park. As I say, it's a Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree Sports. And a lot of cricketers in the park here today. We have 4 games currently taking place right now. So we're back with Naeem Shazad. He's going to be, this is his 3rd over. He's bowling the left arm. Left arm orthodox, and he's going to be bowling to Aman Singh. And 64 comes up also. Singh, and Singh is sweeping it. Lovely shot. The fielder comes off the boundary, picks up nicely. Underarms it back to the keeper. The meantime, the batsman just crossed for 1 run. Total 122 without loss. Amu Singh faces, comes up short and in behind it and plays it back to the bowler. Good batting here by Amu Singh. Game changes 122 without loss, chasing 152 runs for victory here at Marine Park. Naeem Shazad. Singh off the back foot, just plays with soft hands out into extra cover. Zah comes in and fields, and batsman cross for 1 run. Aman Singh is in 65, making some adjustments to his gloves. As I say, every batsman have their own mannerism, changes the gloves and then over, takes it off, puts it on. It's a form of concentration. Naeem Shazad comes up now, jumps delivered. And Singh goes high, hard. The ball's in the air. Fielder is getting under it. Let's see what happens. And he drops it. Oh, it was too casual. That ball went high, hard. A lot of elevation, no distance. And the fielder sitting under him, under the ball, and just dropped it. That's just a cardinal error. His approach to the ball was bad in the first place. And he tried to take it about his waist. He should be trying to take it above his head height, chest height. So at least if he drops it, he can recover. Basic mistake there by the fielder. In the meantime, the batsman crossed for 1 run. 124 without loss here. Amu Singh's on 53. Here comes Shazad comes up and strokes it nicely. Beautiful, elegant shot. 2 bounces, 4 runs. Beautiful cricket shot, effortless. Just uses his feet and just playing nicely into the extra cover region. And Amul Singh is playing a beautiful hand here. Exquisite batting, marvelous shot. Total goes up to 128 without loss. Amul Singh is on 59. Aman Singh is on 66. Clinical display of batting here by both opening batsmen from game changes here. As the sun is out back in all its glory and nice breeze is blowing across. Marine Park, new B pitch. Naeem jumps, delivers, and Singh is flicking it 4 runs. 4 more runs. This is bad bowling. That was badly lined, and that ball was outside of the line of the leg stump. Basically a freebie, a hit me ball, and 4 more runs to total. Totals go to 132 without loss. Amul Singh on 63, Aman Singh on 66 as we go back to the studio for commercial break. Back at Marine Park. So game change is 132 without loss, chasing 152 runs for victory here, 153 for victory, 21 runs to go. It's a 20-20 match, but reduced to 18 overs to side. Aman Singh is on 66, the striking batsman, and the non-striker Amul Singh is on 63. Clinical batting performance here by the game changes batsmen. As I say, it's no slugging, just good cricketing strokes. New bowler Wasif into the attack, short, that's a donkey drops. Umpire signal no ball. That ball dropping about 3 times before reaching the batsman, and the batsman just tugging it down too long on and getting a single. So it looks like it's going to be a free hit. So Aman Singh is on 66, going to be facing total 134 without loss. Singh goes up to 67, sorry, I beg your pardon, with that run. And Amul Singh is on 63 as Wasif is going to go around the wicket and comes up now and bowls. And Singh is banging that. Oh, good feeling there by the fielder on the boundary. And 1 more run to the total. 135 without loss. Wasif And he's going to come into bowl to Aman Singh is on 67. So HSN 152 for 8 from 18 overs. Wasif from around the wicket and bowls this. Oh, that's a bad delivery. And the fielder just hitting it high in the air. It's going to be a no ball. And in the meantime, the batsman just scampers for 2 runs. So that was a badly lined delivery there by Wasif. A full toss, more like what you call a beamer above the head. Full pitch delivery. But it's medium pace, so it wasn't a dangerous delivery there. And the batsman just trying to play the uppercut, just lobbed it up in the air, and the meantime crossed for 2 runs. So umpire signaling a free hit there. Aman Singh is on 69. Amu Singh is on 64. Wasif from around the wicket now. Chips. Starting to run up. Balls short. And he gets into it and banged it magnificently for 6 runs. Way over deep square leg. 6 magnificent runs there to Aman Singh. He goes up to 75. The total goes up to 144 without loss. This is clinical batting here by the Singh. That was a short delivery and it got in and just banged it magnificently. He's seen the ball as big as a football right now, or big as a breadfruit as we would say in St. Vincent. And banged it nicely over deep backward square for 6 runs, 144. A victory is imminent here now for game changers. HSN 152 for 8 from 18, and game changers changing up the game here, 144 without loss. And beautiful batting there by both opening batsmen. Aman Singh is on 75 and Amu Singh is on 64. Treating the crowd here to some fantastic batting. And that was a lovely shot there by Aman Singh. So Wasif Tanwe around the wicket, comes up bowls, and foolish delivery, block hole, try to bowl a block hole, and batsman just driving it nicely down to long on, and the main time just crossed for 1 run. So 145 without loss. As I say, victory it looks imminent here for game changers. Good batting here by Amu Singh. He's on 64, comes into strike. 64 from 34 deliveries. Wasif Tanwe comes up and bowls, and Amu is in behind it, just dropping it where a short extra cover would have been, and there's no run. Wicketkeeper just walking and picking up. So 6.3 overs to go, and this is good batting here by Amu Singh and Aman Singh. 145 without loss. Wasif chips, comes up bowls, and Singh hits it high. It's going, it's going, it's gone. It's 6 runs. Fantastic strike here by Singh here. Amu Singh this time, he goes up to 70, and the total goes about 151. I think they need 2 more runs for victory here. 149 without loss. Amu Singh is on 68, and Aman Singh is on 78. And Wasif Tanwe coming in for some treatment here. Bad over so far, but exciting cricket. So hazy sunshine. Comes up and bowls. And Singh hits it high, hard. It's out of the ground. That's the winning hit here. 6 runs there to Amu Singh. Fantastic batting. Wasif taken to the cleaners in this over. And that was a fantastic strike here. Ball went high, hard and handsome for 6 runs. Game changers winning by 10 wickets here at Marine Park. Very good batting here by Aman Singh and Amu Singh. Aman Singh just 1 minute as I get the scorecard update here. So 155 without loss. Game changer winning by 10 wickets versus HSN Cricket Club. Amu Singh 74 not out and Aman Singh 76 not out. Clinical batting performance. Beautiful T20 cricket here at Marine Park. This is the Labour Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree, and this is concludes the match. HSN versus Game Changers. Game Changers winning by 10 wickets as the team leaves the field, and shakes hands with each other. This is Marco then saying, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. This is the Big Tree tournament, the Labor Day Cup sponsored by the Big Tree at Marine Park. So next game coming up is going to be Guranjawala Wolves versus Rebels USA right here at the Marine Park new pitch. We have the teams just start to assemble. So we'll be back in like 10 minutes here at Marine Park. This is Marco then saying thanks for watching.